Greetings from the Nikola Tesla Institute in Brasília. We are accompanied by Dr. Krishna Madappa, who is doing a course in electrophotonic imaging and gas discharge visualization in the organization of the Nikola Tesla Institute. Dr. Krishna Madappa is the founder of the Institute of Science, Spirituality and Sustainability in New Mexico in the United States. Please, Krishna, can you tell us a little bit more on the new bioelectrography equipment that you are presenting in Brazil and your research in holistic and energy medicine practice?
First, Namaste. And it is wonderful delight to be here with you, dear bodies.
The delight is mutual. What a wonderful, vibrating experience to have Dr. Krishna with us today.
And one I would want to share. It is beings with infinite energy, infinite enthusiasm, infinite passion, infinite courage, infinite patience and infinite love. These were some of the attributes of dear Nikola Tesla. He was a being of exceptional brilliance. That exceptional brilliance is what we see imprinted into dear bodies. And that is a foundational platform on which we are here to see ultimately that life on this beautiful planet is revived, vitalized, because we have been gifted from great Creator, that which is full to fulfill us in all our state. But to this we need to follow in very disciplined way. And that disciplined way is our scientific methodologies. And scientific methodologies that guide one towards the big holistic picture. And that is the integration of human to nature. And the integration of human to nature is where the sciences, the technologies come together. And that coming together is what this device over here, which is called Bioresonance. It is based upon practices and application of bioelectrography. Specifically, we call it electrophoton imaging. And electrophoton imaging utilizing this device, which we call the bio for biological systems, and well for wellness. Because ultimately we know that if human is well, nature will be well. This is a given. So how do we address this? This comes with a very, very dear colleague of mine, Dr. Konstantin Korokov, who is one of the most brilliant biophysicists of our time. Today, here, he is also one that is deeply inspired by, of course, nature, but deeply inspired by observing how conscious acts of creation can integrate and bring together that which will be for optimal utilization for all sectors of life, so that we create a brilliant life here. How do we do this? So this is part of the science. So dear Konstantin Korokov, when I first met him, this was in India, about almost 20 years ago. I asked him a question when he developed his wonderful electrophoton devices. At that time they were called gas discharge visualizations. So I asked him what inspired you to bring this out to the world. And without a flinch, he said to me, Krishna, when you awake with the realization that the most powerful force of all the universe is love, every hair on my entire field was like a Tesla antenna. It gathered, it reverberated with light, it reverberated with a presence that clearly illustrates that when science and the aspect of the Supreme Creator is unified, then we create exactly a brilliant life here for everybody. This has been the basis of all wisdom teachings. And here we have a biophysicist who has brought this using mathematical correlations, using very, very specific algorithms, looking at not linear functions, but non-linear functions, which essentially is saying, can I measure space? Can we see electricity? But of course it is here in full potential always. Can we measure it? We cannot see it, but it exists, does it not? So now, can we measure it? So to measure it, comes a little device like this, which is given a high voltage discharge. And that high voltage discharge exactly does what dear Tesla brought out. That permeates out into space, so it is not contained inside of a room like this. It permeates and picks up the capacitance between molecules. And that in turn then we translate into a numerical form that gives us very, very specific functionalities, like what is the level of activation in an environment, what is the level of intensity in an environment, what is the amount of entropy in the environment, what is the nature of the joules as measurement of energy. So all that. How do we assist in human development? Because now this has come together, dear Konstantin and his wonderful team of other physicists and mathematicians developed the algorithms integrating Chinese medicine or acupuncture, meridian sections, from Ayurveda and Vedic civilization, understanding about nature of chakras, and then from the way medicine is taught in the West, understanding that the parasympathetic system, the sympathetic system, or the physiological field to the psycho-emotional field. So on these three platforms, software was developed. This software now is completely based on the cloud. So when we capture data from the bioware, using every finger at a time, all this information gets uploaded to a cloud, and then we get immediate reading in about a few seconds, which gives us what is the level of light in the system, what is the nature of how the distribution of energy is passing through every organ of this magnificent biofield, what is the characteristic of that, whether it is in low function, whether it is in optimal function, or whether it is in hyperfunction. So we have many layers. Then we also see functionality of whole systems, like cardiovascular system, endocrine system, digestive system, musculoskeletal system, and within that we can look at every organ system and see exactly energetically its functionality. So these are some of the attributes, and this is what Krishna is here, invited by the Nikola Tesla Institute that has been initiated by this magnificent being here, dear Krishna. And so with that, we are here now to bring forth a wonderful seminar to convey these sciences of light. With that, namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Krishna, for providing us all these insights about the science of light. We are very happy that we can announce a partnership between the Nikola Tesla Institute of Brazil and the Institute of Science, Spirituality and Sustainability of New Mexico, USA, that we present, in manifesting into reality research and development based on electrophotonic imaging and possible applications in human holistic computation. This way, through our announcement, I'd like to present the project of the Bioresonance Resort, a healing holistic community that we project to construct 250 kilometers north of Brasília with the support of the New Earth Nation and the New Earth Institute. This is a long-term commitment that also Dr. Konstantin Korotkov is involved with, and when we can see fruits into new holistic living models, applying our understanding of the science of light and energetics of the environment, and this subtle connection with the elemental forces of nature that we, through our technological civilization, have left unseen and invisible. The whole vision is based on application of human energy increasing technologies and certification on various holistic methods to be applied in the healing resort using the electronic photon imaging sensors, environment sensors such as the Sputnik sensor here presented, and various other types of sensors and imaging devices that show the unseen and invisible in the energetic environment of the human being as well as in the internal energetic systems. I thank very much Dr. Krishna that we embark on this very important voyage together that is really manifesting the new world with the paradigm of the noosphere, planetary consciousness and technologies of consciousness into changing not only the way that we perceive the world, but the change that we live our ordinary lives.
And dear Boris, also to this, all connections we know come from high orders. We are here in service. There is 3 beautiful sentences I would like to share, because this has been the basis in how all Krishna's education, right from young, has been. And it is an analogy that my mother and father shared, using the mind of Buddha as an example. And it goes as follows. When I go to the Buddha for refuge, I'm blessed. When I go to the order for refuge, I'm guided. When I go to the inner law for refuge, I am utilized. We are here being utilized. And for that, it comes with a very, very clear observation that what is within us is perfection. The outer world can attain perfection only when the inner world inspires, guides, molds, and shapes the outer world. To that, we explore and we celebrate it with brilliance.
Let's celebrate.
Yes, indeed. Hari Om. Om. Thank you, thank you. Gratitude indeed. Gratitude to the new earth, the beginning of the science of human transformation, the spirit of human transformation, and ultimately the merging of individual soul to the cosmic soul, from Atma to Parabrahma.
Vamos.
Should I hold as much on one hand? No, maybe you could just relax.
Relax.